Ellen McCauley at Pray It Off. We're talking about confidence, we're talking about self-love, and we're talking a little bit about personality. And if we have that controlling personality and the broken personality, can you actually change who you are even at the ripe old age of, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever? And the thing is, you really can. You change your responses. Now, I'm always going to pretty much be Ellen McCauley, but I can change my responses to things. Like I can think before I speak. And like one of my adult children will say, well, Mom, what do you think about X, Y, and Z? And then there'll be a pause, and they'll go, Mom, are you there? And I'll go, well, yes, I was thinking about, what I was going to say. They're so used to me immediately talking, immediately saying something. When I actually stop and think before I speak, which I recommend it to everyone, I recommend it highly, they're thinking there's a disconnected line. So I've changed that part of my personality where I don't have a knee-jerk reaction. I try to frame. Well, actually what I'm trying to do is say what they want to hear because that's what they want you to say, right? Your adult children, they want to say, oh, Mom, I'm going to get a 300-pound dog and it's a purebred and I'm going to spend $10,000. Do you think that's a good idea? Well, it's interesting. It's an interesting thought, So they just want you to say, that's a great idea, honey. Okay. So you need to take a really good look. Like if part of your personality is you're always late, you can change that. Because I think that's rude. If someone's expecting you to meet them for lunch at noon, and they're lying, and they're saying, well, it's really 12:30, but I tell them noon because they're always late. You shouldn't always be late. Set an alarm. Get up. Being late is a controlling thing, I think. It's funny. In the 70s, I was late for work a lot. Late for work a lot because I would party at the Poorhouse West, and we'd sometimes go to work the next day in the same clothes we had on the night before. This is true. And I would be late. But in the 80s, 90s, on up, I was never late, not once. Once I got married and had kids, I was never late. Back in the 70s when I was single and partying, but I can't even fathom that, being late. But I did, I was. So you can change that part of yourself as you get older. If there's a part of your personality that's hindering your weight loss, let's say you don't plan, you don't go to the grocery store, you don't plan meals, and it's hindering your weight loss. You can change that part of your personality. Take a look at this pasta salad here. It looks delicious. It's got, different colored tomatoes and rotini and all kinds of different things in it. And it's only 340 calories for a meal and only 210 milligrams of sodium. And you can have pasta salads in the winter, in the autumn. And I have exercise for the autumn. It's a beautiful time to get outside because the weather's a little brisk. You can look at the leaves. You can go to the zoo. Going to the zoo is brilliant because you walk around, you look at the animals. When you walk to the mall or walk around, it's good to have a buddy or a friend. Cleaning and organizing your house, that's very good. Exercise. The key is you have to do something. You really do. Exercise is a privilege because there will come a day in each of our lives where maybe we'll be in a wheelchair. Maybe not. Maybe. And we would say, what I would give to take that walk now. So we should treat each day that we can take a walk, that we can do something as a blessing. And I'm going to stop right there now, Bobby, and play the song.